Looking for the smartest upgrade for your charcoal grill? This is a video for you. Don't forget, if you use the video today, there are links in the description below for the best place to get those barbecue products. Make sure to check those out at the end of this video. Hi Weber fans, welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be checking out the new products that have come out from Cheftemp, and trust me, these are an absolute game changer. So first up, we're going to be unboxing the Cheftemp S1 replacement digital thermometer for your Weber kettle. Whether you've got the Weber kettle, Weber Genesis, or Weber Performer, this fits a treat. For your charcoal grill, we've got the additional attachment, the Breezo. This will help you keep those temperatures down. For this linked up with your Cheftemp S1. They make cooking low and slow a breeze. So let's get these unboxed and I'll show you how quick and easy they are to install. So we've got the Cheftemp S1. This is 10 times more accurate than your old analog temperature gauge. You can also set the internal temperature you want for that Breezo fan. Let's get this opened. So inside you get a full instruction manual. You get the Cheftemp S1 and a USB charging cable. Also in your manual, we've got the QR code to download the Cheftemp app if you haven't already got any Cheftemp products. And this app works a treat with all Cheftemp products across the board. So you've got full instruction manuals on how to fit it. You won't need that at the moment, but you can refer back to this once you've got it all set up. So with the Cheftemp S1, this is a little bit longer than the Weber one. The Weber standard temperature gauge is about half the size of this. This will fit. All you need to do is keep that backplate for your original Weber temperature gauge, and it all connects with a wing and a washer. The washer will connect on the back, as you'll see when we go to install this. Now this does come off the Weber. So once you've fitted this, it will just leave that attachment on there. So to remove this, all you do is give that a slight twist and you can slide that out, and that's ready to take and charge. This is the piece that you will fit on your Weber. Obviously, when it's not in use, keep your Weber covered. You don't want this getting absolutely saturated in the rain. With mine, I've got a proper cover for my Weber kettle, so it works superb. And I just leave this on and just remove this when I need to charge it. So to get this to work, obviously you've got to slot it back in. So you'll see there's a slot on the side there. So let's put it back in. We're just going to drop that in, give it a twist, and then lock that in place. What you'll find then is you've got 4 buttons on here. Your Wi-Fi on and off button, pairing button. On the other side, we've got our on off button, our channel button, and centigrade and Fahrenheit button. To turn this on, all we do is literally hold that button there. I'm not sure how much charge is in this. And you can see now it's come up and it's in Fahrenheit. If you want to change that to Celsius, literally hold that Celsius button, and that will change to Celsius. Easy as that. The pairing process is pretty easy. Once you've got the Cheftemp app up and running, it's only a case of pressing the pairing device and following the instructions on screen to connect this to your iPhone. With this attachment also, you do need Wi-Fi 2.4 gig. Wi-Fi 5 it doesn't work. Up the top we'll have our internal temperature of our barbecue, and down the bottom we'll have the temperature that we want the actual internal temperature to be. Right, so let's jump over, look at the Breezo, and then we'll get both of these products installed. You get an instruction manual for the Breezo on how to work it and how to connect it to your barbecue. You get a charger. If you're in the US, this charger will work. If you're in Australia, obviously this charger is not going to work, or if in the UK, but you can use your normal mobile phone charger. You also get 2 charging cables. So you get a charging cable for your standard USB, and then you get a USB-C charging cable. This can also connect to the S1 using this lead as well. We get a spring for installation to your Weber barbecue. We've got our Breezo. So this is magnetic, you can remove it, and then when it's in situ, you can adjust it to allow more or less airflow instead of adjusting those paddles on the Weber barbecue. And then on the back, we've got our power connection here. So you connect this to either one, and then we've got our power button. So a short burst will put it in low mode, and then if you hold it for a couple of seconds, that will put it in high mode. Also inside you get 2 plates. So if you're not fitting on a Weber, I think these are for the big green egg. It's pretty simple to fit, and it is reversible. You do get some heat tape if you want to reverse that, or if you have problems sealing it. So let's get both these set up and installed to our Weber charcoal grill. Well guys, so today we're going to be fitting the Cheftemp S1 and the Breezo on the Weber Performer. You can fit this on your Weber Kamado, and you can also fit it on a Weber Smoker. The S1 will also fit on a Weber Genesis, which is pretty easy to do. Obviously you're not going to fit a Breezo on there. So let's jump in and fit the S1 on the Weber Performer first. Well, so first up, we're just going to remove our analog Weber temperature gauge. Now I have cleaned my Weber Performer first to make sure I don't get all greasy and gumpy, so I'm highly advised doing that. So what you're leaving the side, what we're going to do then is release the wing nut, and then slide out your analog temperature gauge. And then we're just going to give that a wipe with a wet wipe. or a barbecue wipe. So now we've got our analog probe removed. What we're going to do is keep this backing plate. You will need this backing plate to fit the Cheftemp because you've got these lugs here that will slot it in place. Now we're going to refit our backing plate. So you're just going to undo the wing nut. Included is a washer. So that washer I will put on the inside and we'll fit this on the outside. And then our Cheftemp, we're going to line this up with there. Pop that in. Then working from the inside, we're just going to fit our washer and tighten that up with our wing nut. So again, it's easy to remove. If you want to charge it, you just twist to the left and pop it out. Once it's charged, you want to make sure these line up with that, otherwise it won't connect. And we're just going to slide it back in. So we line that up, push that in and give it a twist to lock in position. Once it's charged, and twist. Also, to fit the Breezo, there's a few things you're going to need. You're going to want a cordless drill, masking tape, pencil or a marker pen. You're going to want a pilot drill, then a step drill. I haven't got a big enough step drill, so other than that, we're going to want a hole around 1.25 inches, which is around 30 mil. So we're going to use a 30 mil hole saw. Remove the grate and the ashtrays out of your Weber grill. We're going to want to take this bottom grill out as well, but we're going to want to keep this at hand because we're going to need this to mark the exact position for that hole. Right, so with your Weber, there's only 2 places you can fit this. You don't want to fit it over here where it's going to affect the ash cache tray because we won't be able to move that if the Cheftemp Breezo is in that position. So the other position is on this side here or around the back, which I'll show you from the inside. First up, we just want to clear any ash that's in our Weber. So the 2 positions you're going to fit it, you can either fit it somewhere here or it'll be somewhere over here. I'm going to fit mine here at the rear, but what you do is make sure there's no grease there or dirt because you're going to want that masking tape to fit while we mark it. So we're just going to clean that area with a barbecue wipe. So what we decide, we're just going to mark the position of these, roughly where our masking tape's going to go. Okay, so the 2 positions is either here, where it's not going to catch, or here. I'm going to fit mine here at the rear. So we're just going to stick our tape on. Okay, if it's not sticking, you might have to re-wipe it. So we've got our masking tape in position. We're just going to slightly lift that so it goes over it. Mark it. Same on the other side. Slightly lift it. We're just going to remark that with a marker pen. We'll drop our basket grill in. Just mark that. Then we're going to remove our charcoal grill and mark the centre where we're going to drill our hole. So now we've marked our starter hole. We're just going to check it doesn't affect the damper. And now we're going to drill our pilot hole. Right, so you should have a 30 mil 1.25 inch hole ready for installation. So we should have our Breezo fan. We should have some plates. These are for the big egg. You're not going to need these for the Weber kettle. And we should have some sealing tape. In here as well, there should be a spring. This we're going to need for the Weber kettle. To prepare our Breezo fan, you're going to need a Phillips screwdriver and our spring. And we're just going to remove this bolt here. Looking at our Breezo, our 2 prongs are going to go at the bottom and our bolt's going to go through the middle. So I'm going to slide our bolt through. Pop that in. Got our nut, put that on the back. And just tighten that with the screwdriver. And our Breezo fan is ready for installation. Looking at the rear, we're just going to grab our Breezo fan, slot the top one in, and then push up. And then as we look at the inside, okay, we're going to pull up and pop our 2 bottom springs through. Adjust to suit, and that is our Breezo fan connected. And as we turn it, it shouldn't affect our paddles. Now for our Breezo from the outside, we've got an adjustment to adjust the airflow. So we can adjust that as and to when that fan is running and when it's not. Now we can install everything back in our Weber ready for that first cook. Don't forget, if you're using the video today, there are links in the description below for the best place to get those barbecue products. Make sure you check those out at the end of this video. Also, enjoy the quick installation of the Cheftemp S1 and the Breezo fan. For those of you who want to check out when I picked up the Cheftemp Pro Temp Plus, check out this video next. So I'd like to thank you all for watching, keep on grilling, and I'll catch you in the next one.